90.3 FM. Top of the morning to you, Nigeria. This is Front Page Review, okay, everyone. My name is Jude, Ikami Jude, and I'm here because you're there. 2010-2025, okay, 10-20-2025. I mean, today is the 20th day in the month of October 2025. Okay, protest. Okay, let me hold on. Let me take a chill pill. I've got plenty of stories for you, courtesy Punch newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, Daily Trust, Daily Post, Guardian, and of course, The Sun newspaper is quite sunny with a couple of headlines this morning, but I will take a cue from Punch newspaper. Everyone, join me. Let's take a walk. Feel free to join the conversation this morning via all of our social media platforms. So streaming just right there. YouTube is VOP 90.3 FM, and then to the comment section to drop your comments and of course your observation, your query alongside. But you will keep it very, very civil for me, okay? When I'm done dishing out the headlines, Rufai Yoseni will analyze a couple of it, and then Dr. Peter Arnosike will also follow. All right, everyone, let's go right now. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Protesters defy security warning. Vow Villa March. I'll take that again. Hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu. Protesters defy security warning. Vow Villa March. And to some of the headlines now, Shibajo leads ECOWAS team to monitor Cote d'Ivoire poll. NPFL. Okay, let's put it aside for a sport team. Now, let's take this one now quickly. Party and pensions confident of meeting December 2026 recapitalization deadline. Okay, federal government backs DHQ as coup rumor sparks political firestorm. Gunmen shot butcher dead inside Lagos Barracks Market. Tinubu hails ex-Punch MD Oshinobi at 70. Senate to grill NCAA local airlines on safety breaches. Ned Nwoko breaks silence, blames Regina's outpost on drug abuse. And then let's check up some political headlines now quickly. Still courtesy Punch newspaper now. Let's check up some political headlines. Osun Governor, APC leaders in 3 local governments endorse Niwa MD. Oyebamji performance justifies his choice as APC consensus candidate, says Fayemi. INEC issues official notice for Anambra governorship election. On defections, ADC slams APC, says ruling party desperate, so desperate. PDP chieftain questions democracy's efficiency, praises authoritarian results. APC not pressuring governors to defect, says Moka. Bow and go. Politicians on ending escape through the National Assembly, DSS vetting web. Bow. Take a bow and go. PDP drops legal advisor in suit seeking to stop convention. APC remains only political party in Nigeria, says Uzodinma. And now to Vanguard newspaper now to give you some more stories. End SARS at 5. Memories. Matters. Unfinished struggle for justice. Is a very big headline there. Mathematics remains compulsory for all level students, says federal government. Nigeria spends 3.53 trillion naira on raw materials imports in first half 2025. Dollar to naira exchange rate today. You can get a copy of a Vanguard newspaper to get to find out all of that, okay? High interest rate, multiple taxes restrained businesses in September, according to CBN. Of course. And then investor confidence lifts stock market amid interest rate cut expectations. Some more now. Reps seek 350 million naira allocation to revive alien SMEs. And then there is a cartoon there. Born again politicians don't swear with Ogun. It's so funny, right? Born again politicians don't swear with Ogun. Oh, okay, it's okay. Outrage as pensioners are stripped of NHIS benefits. Pensioners stripped of NHIS benefits. All right, let's go. More to come. On defections, Makinde, Bala Muhammad, Fintiri, other last men standing. That story you should know concerns the People's Democratic Party. Makinde, Bala Muhammad, Fintiri, other last men standing. Okay. Defections unlimited, democracy under strain as APC shrinks opposition space in 29 months. Enugu, Umbat Lord on 2,000 projects. Umbat Loud on 2,000 projects. That's Enugu, right? Okay, let's leave Enugu to Ogun State now. Ogun PDP bags Olawipo Hashim, says politics of entitlement is over. We are celebrating the liberation of Ihiala, says Soludo. All right, let's move quickly this morning to Daily Post. Check your time now, 7:08 a.m. This is VOP FM. How terrorists killed commanding officer, 5 soldiers in Borno ambush. In Abuja now, teacher abducted while harvesting maize at farm. Alleged coup plot, ex-governor under watch. Okay. Nnamdi Kanu, protesters dare police. Police still suspected kidnapper in Edo. Rescue victim. Police kill, suspected kidnapper in Edo. Rescue victim. NALDA partners private sector to drive mega farm project. Clerics move to curb extremism through legislation. Plateau APC rejects Muswang's speculated defection. And those are the stories there. 4 more to go here. 2027. No amount of defections can save you, ADC tells APC. No amount of defections can save you. No amount at all. And then mathematics remain compulsory for O-level students, says federal government. And then on Nnamdi Kanu, don't move close to Aso Rock. Police warn Showore and others. Report on attempt to overthrow Tinubu false, says defense headquarters. It's all false. All right. Daily Post will help us understand more of these stories quickly. Check your time now. It's 7:10 already. Inside 150-year-old Ogun community, where students use tiles as whiteboard, practice open defecation. On Nnamdi Kanu, I don't believe in Biafra separatist view, says Soludo. All right, Anosike will be with me. Dr. Anosike will be with me to look at all of these headlines, all right, back to back. Nnamdi Kanu, I don't believe in Biafra separatist view. I take that again. I don't believe in Biafra separatist view. Who is saying this? Charles Chukuma Soludo. I don't believe in Biafra separatist view. So he is having a different opinion this morning. Okay, let's move to Lagos. Lagos government seals proposed cemetery in Surulere after residents protest. ECOWAS appoints Oshibajo to lead team to monitor Côte d'Ivoire poll. More to come now. I am too big to secretly defect to APC, says Suswam. Anambra Guba, Soludo, Abga, setting up local governments for vote buying. ADC candidate Nwosu alleges. I take that again. Anambra Guba, Soludo, APGA setting up local governments for vote buying. ADC candidate Nwosu alleges. Ikpeazu accommodated opposition, allowed free speech in Abia. Deputy Speaker Kalu speaking. And then, churches, mosques, now the same in Kaduna under Governor Uba Sani, APC chair. Yiwada is the one speaking. And now to Ondo State, your government, a bazaar of deceit, self-glorification. PDP blast Aida Tiwa. Your government, a bazaar of deceit, self-glorification. PDP blasts Aida Tiwa. And then, Oshun APC bribery claim baseless. A threat to democracy. Governor Adeleke speaking. Oshun APC bribery claim is baseless and a threat to democracy, says the governor Adeleke. All right, I'll cross quickly to the Sun newspaper now to give you some headlines before Rufai will analyze some of these headlines. Okay, now let's take these one first. Kano, tension in Abuja over Showore-led protest today. Ugwai, Wike in healthy partnership forum replies PDP's Abdullahi. Ugwai, Wike in healthy partnership forum replies PDP's Abdullahi. Ex-VP Yoshibajo leads ECOWAS election observation mission to Cote d'Ivoire. And then APC has taken over Kaduna by 95%, says Ubasani. Aid backs Otis. Write your will. That is the comment for those planning to rig 2027 polls in Abia. I take that again. Aid backs Otis write your will comment for those planning to rig 2027 polls in Abia State. Aisha Babangida spores action on SME growth. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can give you some more stories now. On convention twist. In PDP crisis, Azanya who petitions police, DSS, INEC over alleged forgery. 2027, Anglican Church declares Operation Show Your Voter Card in Ebonyi State. Anglican Church declares Operation Show Your Voter Card in Ebonyi State. Go and vote. That's the meaning. Grab your copy. Go and vote. Grab your own card. Go and vote. Stop saying they rig it or let people don't take them, don't take them. Go and vote. In the voice of Wicked, go and APC governors Lord Kirby governor for uniting political leaders. INEC issues Anambra Guba poll notice. And then finally here, defections won't save APC in 2027 polls. This is a statement credited to the ADC. You're on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This time around, let's join Rufai Hussaini for an analysis of some of these stories. Let's join him quickly.
Couple of stories making the rounds. A lawyer, Victor Patola, has finally written a memo reacting to the federal government and the Attorney General of the Federation saying, they want to review the pardon. And he said, based on the Constitution, that what they are saying is not possible. That once the government institutes a pardon and is ratified by the Council of States, that the Attorney General does not have the constitutional right to say he wants to review a pardon. So that at best, all the government is just doing is just trying to act like, listening to the concerns of people. But nothing of such is going to happen. That they cannot look at the pardon again and change things on the pardon. So the question is, The Attorney General of the Federation is grounded in law. So are they going to say that they do not know what the law says about matters like this? So why now tell Nigerians that there's going to be a pardon? Why the wild goose chase? That's just it. That's the question. So a couple of more stories making the rounds. I mean, the military is dismissing claims of any coup plot and anything. See, whatever it's worth, I must have to call all Nigerians. Let us condemn any attempt for any coup. It will set this country backward. Whatever it is that we are going through, military will never be the solution. A civil democratic government is still the way forward. And that's in the government where we'll be able to speak truth to power. So any attempt at coup and coup plotting is totally bad. And I will never support any coup because it will set our country backward. There is nowhere where the military, resets a country. It doesn't. It compounds the problem, deepens the fault line, brings an atmosphere and situation of fear in a country. And when that fear is pervasive, it destroys growth. So please, we'd like to call on all and sundry. Let us keep the peace. Let us keep the progress. Let us keep the development. Please, we don't want to hear anything, conversation or narrative of any coup whatsoever. But permutations for 2027 elections. You see, when they brought something forward in the Senate recently, they were talking about this bill that they were going to renew the Electoral Act in such a way that elections can be conducted 6 months before. I knew it was all political. And to a large extent, anytime they ideate something like that, they are probably thinking of it. So they just wanted to test it with the Nigerian people and the public. So actually, I must have to submit to you, yes, they actually did, are thinking of making elections happen in November. It's not certain yet. So these are just still parts of thoughts going on. Secondly, there are many political permutations coming up for 2027. So a part of the PDP are trying to reconcile, and they are trying to use Jonathan to be able to run. But what I'm also hearing from all feelers is the fact that they are trying to use Jonathan and Kwankaso on the tickets. How is that going to be possible? Only time will tell. In fact, I'm also hearing that some part of the people are trying to say, okay, can they reconcile with Wike so that he'll be able to support Jonathan, or does Wike too have his own personal ambition? Because as we speak today, things too are not well, as regards other political chances, and some insiders are saying that Wike too is having his own tussle. That haven't we noticed that he didn't do his media chat this year? That there's been a lot of loggerheads, between him and some people. In fact, they also said that when you look at the fact that he didn't also attend, that council of state means that he sent somebody, that is another chance that he might be at loggerheads with President Tinubu, but it's not official yet. All of these are just conjectures. See, in political analysis, there are lots of conjectures. It doesn't mean that it's absolute in fact. And also, people will not officially come and tell you empirically they are fighting in the political terrain. And part of the things that are going on, we're also hearing a lot of decamping is going to happen. Probably, more senators will decamp, to the APC. But all of these political alignments will become clearer. In fact, I'm even hearing more governors are going to go. There's talk about governors of other states, maybe PDP governors like Taraba, but we don't have facts on that. But all of this is going to become clearer after PDP convention. So if PDP can have a good convention, then the gamut of political machinations, will become clearer. And middle of next year will become clearer, So let's see how all of this is panning out. It's increasingly becoming very interesting on the political terrain. So these are just some exclusive political calculations I'm having. But I guess I've been mooted about the Jonathan Kwankaso tickets. Also, we're also calling for further viable opposition across board. I mean, these are things that we're looking at big time and big deal. Right, couple of stories making the rounds. There are many other stories making the rounds. So, WAEC has finally now said that English and maths, for O levels will still be pretty much a bigger part of O levels examination in the country. There's been talk about removing maths so that you don't need maths to be able to go into university and all of that debate. But they are now saying that English and maths will still take a very big part of O levels. And I think that's only right. And you see, for those that are arguing, you see, you need maths one way or the other. We shouldn't say, oh, because people find difficulty in being able to pass in being able to pass maths, that we must not put maths there. The truth is, we must be able to at least the bare minimum of maths and English, credit in maths and English. Because if we do not enforce that, and a lot of people are saying because they can't pass maths and English, we can take it off here, they don't really need it in their course. There is no course on earth virtually that you don't even need maths. Even in the arts, you need a level of, maths. And what maths teaches you is reasoning, quantitative reasoning, how you can reason and how you can, stabilize your thought process. And maths teaches you that level of articulation. So we just have to put it there. So Rise is still on this Free Nnamdi Kanu protest that will hold in Abuja, that despite the fact that there's a court order that he must go ahead and hold it. And let's see how all of this pans out, because increasingly we've seen that the government has gone ahead and they are saying that no, they don't want this Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Mr. Shuwari described the planned protest as a peaceful action, and he said it has already attracted global attention. His declaration came after the Nigerian police force cautioned agitators against staging any protest around Aso Rock, the nation's seat of power. Ben Odeyi has explained in a warning following a court order of the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court, which restrained any protest activities. But Shuwari is saying it's going to go ahead. The problem in PDP looks even it looks as though the problem in PDP is even getting worse. Now, concerning the convention, the PDP National Secretary has petitioned the DSS, accusing the party and INEC official of forging his signature. So, Sam Manyan was accused, some officials of the party, of cloning his signature and sending documents to INEC in relation to the forthcoming National Convention on November 15. In three separate petitions dated October 15, addressed to INEC and SSS, the Nigerian Police Force, Mr. Anyanwu, called for an investigation, as regards those behind this heinous act, is saying. See, there's a big division as regards this convention PDP is going to do. In fact, there was a court case filed where who was going to defend the PDP became a problem. The PDP National Legal Advisor and the party chairman were going back and forth. And what Anyanwu is now saying here is that there's a petition referenced a letter with number PDP DOM volume 1 dated 25th August 2025, purportedly signed by him and addressed to INEC regarding the party's elective national convention. Mr. Anyanwu said the letter was not authorized by him, expressing shock that the signature was cloned and used an official party document. So all of this is just to show that the PDP is divided, and increasingly they are at loggerheads as regards if this convention is going to hold. So time will tell. I mean, it's just a very embarrassing word for the PDP, and that's why a lot of people are saying that the PDP, as we speak today, is pretty much dead. That the resurrection of the PDP will be in the hands of the stakeholders, trying to come together and align it, but it's going to be very, difficult for them at this point in time. Normally, I don't like to talk about people's personal matters, but the story is making the rounds. Regina Daniels and her husband. See, I just hope they can settle matters among themselves. But what I just want to say is that as a woman, once you sense anything domestic abuse, it's best you leave. Secondly, drug addiction is something we should all look at, because there are allegations and counter allegations of drug and alcohol addiction. She needs rehabilitation. The woman is talking about, that she's been domestically abused and the likes. So a lot is going on back and forth. APGA leaders and Peter Obi were present at Arise our uncle's burial in Anambra State, Sumi Maduogo, which is a sad one. And in that ceremony, Peter Obi also, did say that Nigeria pretty much happens to all of us, or that Nigeria should bolster security, console the bereaved family, saying he hopes they're going to find comfort, express sympathy for the family. Peter Obi said all the right ones. And pretty much Somi's death is an indication that Nigeria does happen to a lot of us, and that's the sad reality of the country we live in. Except we stand up and we do what is right and we hold our leaders accountable, definitely nothing will happen. Abia State Governor Oti is saying that the "write your will" remark is figurative, and he was saying that he's deliberately been taken out of context. I think it was said that Oti did say those that want to manipulate elections should write their will. But the question is, why should people even manipulate elections in the first place? And those that want to manipulate election, the question is, why must they manipulate elections in the first place? Yes, so if he says write their will, some people are saying yes, it's a little bit hard. But the question is, why should people even have the effrontery to manipulate elections in the first place? If not the fact that we live in a lawless country, and we've made lawlessness the order of the day in our country, and that's just the sad reality of our country. Why should people even try to manipulate the election? With all the suffering and the hunger and the poverty and the deprivation a lot of people face, people still have the effrontery to go ahead and say they want to manipulate elections? What kind of society do we live in? What kind of society do we live in? And when he says write your will, he says it was figurative, because pretty much what he means is that they're going to meet their Waterloo. Yes, nobody supports violence, nobody supports hurt, nobody supports death, but people definitely should be made to face the full wrath of the law when they try as much as possible to manipulate election. And please, if anybody comes to give you money, don't collect it from them. Don't collect it from them. Is this suffering not enough for a lot of people? Why do we even act like the activities of these our leaders do not determine our lives? Is this pain not even enough for a lot of people? When are we going to open up and wise up? So let us try as much as possible to do well for this country. South African Minister of Culture, Gator Mark, has declared that he doesn't want Super Eagles to qualify for the World Cup. He said he accused Nigeria of attempting to undermine South Africa's qualification campaign. My brother, God no go allow you. Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup by the grace of God. I know it's an uphill battle. We have to go and play, a playoff on the African continent. They will play Oshoni and Nigeria will qualify.
Thank you.
So whether you like it or not, God will do it for us. Amen. So whatever you say is not going to come to pass. I'm proudly Nigerian.
Amen.
And that's why our leaders must do it.
Let's continue with this conversation. Dr. Peter Anosike is just right here. Good to have you join us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Okay, now let me take you straight to Abuja. The protest started this morning at about 6 a.m. All right, and then before that, we heard that the police said that the protesters should not move close to Aso Rock. They warned Showore and all the protesters not to get close to Aso Rock and some other areas in Abuja. But what we see right now is that the protest is going on, and then they've defied the security warning. What does it connote?
Well, I want to start by sending my solidarity to those protesting against injustice in Abuja this morning. I want to say that I'm in full support. They are protesting against injustice. And the court refused police. Police has gone to court that the protest shouldn't hold, but court refused it. So it's a victory for the Nigerian people. It's not a victory for Shawara alone. It's a victory for Nigerian people. So I'm in support. And I have said it before, assuming I'm in Abuja this morning, I would have been part of this protest because it is genuine. It is a protest against injustice. It is a protest against wickedness. It is a protest against inhumanity to man. And I have said on this, so for those who are saying that Sowore is not supposed to be the one that will lead the protest.
Lead the protest.
I have said on this program that the person that led Cuban revolution is from Argentina. Che Guevara is the man that led the Cuban revolution. He's not from Cuba, he's from Argentina. And Cubans followed him. And because of that, Cuba has their independence. So I have known Sowore for more than 30 years now. Sowore is a committed fighter. For the past 30 years, I have known him. He is a committed fighter. And when we talk about activism, there are Naira activists. We know them. There are Naira activists in this country. But Sowore, Chima Obani, Bamidele Aturu, Bekoram Sinkuti are human rights activists.
Call human rights activists, you mean?
Yes, human rights activists, understand? So we know people like Fani Kayode, Daniel Bawanda, Rino Omokri, who are Naira activists. But Sowore is a human rights activist. And I'm in support of what he is doing. And a lot of the time, people will begin, you don't even need 1 million people that to make a protest successful.
Okay.
In America, 20 people host successful protests. I know what enemies will be counting today, how many people turned out. That's what enemies will be counting today, how many people that turned out. They're not up to 50, they're not up to 100. The protest is already successful and the message has been sent. So I commend Sowore. I commend those that come out today to protest. I'm with them in my soul and in my spirit.
What the police is saying that they want peace. They want peace. That it might turn out to be something else.
There can never be peace without justice. There can never be peace without justice. And peace without justice, peace of the graveyard. And the only language that Nigeria state understand is protest. So Sowore is doing the right thing.
What if it turned out to be something else in Abuja? I still ask.
Then government should be held responsible because they know how to go to motor parks, give people their money that to come and stage a counter protest. If it's hijacked, government should be held responsible. They have been doing it everywhere. Sponsoring people that to come and they do a counter protest. Those who are protesting are protesting for injustice against somebody who has been in detention, whose fundamental human rights have been abused, who was kidnapped from Kenya. Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be the one prosecuting government, not the reverse. Understand me? Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be the one prosecuting government because Buhari sent people to go and kidnap him. So for me, I'm in total support of what is happening in Abuja this morning. And if it turns to violence, government should be held responsible. It means that they have done as they used to do before, hiring people that to come and hijack a peaceful protest.
There's a big question I want to ask you. Do you think federal government will condescend? Do you think federal government will listen to Omoyele Sowore?
Message has been sent all over the world.
Some people will tell you want to force the federal government to do that which you want them to do.
Message has been sent all over the world. The world is watching. They have seen that this man is held, that injustice is being meted out against a Nigerian citizen. So whether they release him or not, message has been sent, and that is the most important thing.
Is it about sending message or about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
You must send message first of all.
But messages have been sent
You,
through court, through traditional rulers, through civil society. A whole lot have been sent.
this is part of that message that Nigerians are protesting against injustice being meted to Nnamdi Kanu. So we have not had this type of message before. So that's why it is very, very important.
I've listened to diverse opinions from Nigerians. Some say no be Showore go lead, no be Igbo, no be Yoruba man go lead the release of.
I say an Argentine need Cuban revolution. The person that is saying no be a Yoruba man, what has he done? What has he done? You cannot stay in your room and begin to pontificate. Nnamdi Kanu has been in prison. What have they done? Let me tell you, many political leaders in the southeast don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. They'll come in the afternoon say,
"Oh, really?"
Most of them, because it will affect their political future. It will affect their political. All those people that saying Nnamdi Kanu case is still in court, we cannot talk about it. They are afraid of Nnamdi Kanu being released because it's going to affect their political future. Things must not continue this way. So the people that are saying it's not Nnamdi Kanu, it's not Omoyende Sowore that you need, what are they doing? Have they come out to need and people say we will not follow you? So they are enemies of Igbo people.
Would you also want to say Charles Soludo is also an enemy of Igbo people for not believing in these whole things Sowore is doing?
Did he say that he didn't?
He said he's distancing himself from Biafra agitation. He says he does not believe in it. I mean, this separatist thing. That was what he said.
Well, Judith, change has never come from the top. Change has always come from below because those at the top are comfortable. They want things to remain the same. So anywhere there have been positive change, it has come from below. So Sowore, what's his name? Chukwuma Soludo is entitled to his own opinion and he is being careful. His election is the 8th of next month. So he is being careful.
I will also quote Daily Post newspaper this morning. There's a headline there on Nnamdi Kanu. It said, "I don't believe in Biafra separatist view." Soludo.
I say change does not come from above. Those at the top are comfortable. They want things to remain the same. Anywhere in the world there have been change, it has come from below. That is the masses. That is the people. So he is saying what he is supposed to say because he is comfortable. And he doesn't feel what me and you are feeling. But change must come to this country, whether they like it or not.
Soludo, who is seeking re-election as Anambra State Governor, noted that Igbos need Nigeria the way the country needs Igbos. How would you look at that?
But when they tell you that they don't need you, in 1970, Gowon came out with a 3R. Understand? Reconciliation. Nigeria has not been, Igbos have not been reconciled into this country since 1970. Rehabilitation, it has not been done. Reconstruction, it has not been done. The main one is reconciliation. Igbos has not been reconciled. The Nigerian state has refused to reconcile Igbos into this country since 1970. And when somebody tells you that I don't want you, what will you do? You go your own way. When somebody tells you, look, I don't want you, you go your own way. It's just like what that man, Omahi, is saying that it is not the turn of Igbos to produce president. That Igbos should support Boname Tinubu. While Obasanjo was president for 8 years, a Yoruba man. Oshibajo was vice president for 8 years, a Yoruba man. Tinubu is now president, and by 2027 will be 4 years for a Yoruba man, making it 12 years. and his own people has not even produced a vice president. He's still, that's slave mentality. That is slave mentality. Understand me? That's pure slave mentality. People who were created to be saying sir, sir to other people. That's what Dave Umahi and people like him are. It must not continue this way.
It's not. I don't know why you Dave Umahi. Well, I'm sure it's not only Dave Umahi who has that.
I say people like him. There are still people with that that kind of thinking like him. They're all over that the southeast. Understand? Somebody's taking what belongs to you. You are saying it's not yet my turn. It is not yet my turn. If people are going to rule 16 years and your own people have not even become vice, you are still saying let us support them. It means you are a slave.
But what would you want them to do? What would you want them to do, really?
They say if you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. Just show that you are not happy with this system. Let it be on record that you oppose this. At least your children can have faith. Your children can talk in public. With that mentality, with that utterance, how do you think that people will feel about David Umahi's own children? Their children cannot talk where I am. Understand me? I will tell them, get out. Your father is a disgrace. That's what I will tell them. When we are doing something, think of those. Think of your children. Think of your grandchildren. How would they remember you? How would they remember you? That you sold your people like Esau sold a plate of porridge. All this madness will end in 2027.
Oh, really?
All this madness will end in okay. And even if they have shame, continue. Continue.
Now, before you go into that, I wanted to just draw your attention to Soludo's statement. All right, it said, in quote, I love to quote people. It said, when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, we are all going to sit down at a round table and interrogate our alternative vision for Igbo land.
What is his contribution for Nnamdi Kanu coming out?
We are all going to sit down.
Who is the we? Who is the we? If you are not adding, you are subtracting. If you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. There's nothing like being neutral. And neutrality favors the oppressors. If you see where somebody is beating another person, you say, I'm neutral, I am neutral. You are supporting that person that is beating that person. So those who are not supporting Nnamdi Kanu protest today are against the Igbos. They are supporting the Fulanis who are holding Nnamdi Kanu. They are supporting the Nigerian. They are nothing like neutrality. There is nothing like neutrality. When you are neutral, you are supporting the person that is on the offensive. So saying when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, what are you doing for Nnamdi Kanu to come out?
This is Voice of the People.
So those who are not in support, those who are not part of the solution are part of the problem. So if Nnamdi Kanu comes out now, Soludo would hold a press conference for what? Because Igbos are foolish. We don't think.
Let me ask you again. Do you think, fine, some persons might say protest is the only way to go. But do you think that the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will listen to
I say a message has been sent. That's the most important thing. This kind of message has not been sent before. I know that before Mbazunike Amechi died, he was in his 90s. he went to Buhari and told Buhari, please, I want to see Nnamdi Kanu free before I die. This 90-something-year-old man went to Mbazuluka Mechi, went to Buhari and begged Buhari, please, I want to see Nnamdi Kanu before I die. Today, Mbazuluka Amechi has died without seeing Nnamdi Kanu. Ebe Okwadike Chukwuemeka Ezife went to Buhari, begged the Buhari, please release Nnamdi Kanu. I want to see him before I die. Today, Chukwuemeka Ezife has died. Understand? Then what comes round goes round. What comes round goes round. That's why some people's soul must not rest in peace. I said on this program that Nnamdi Kanu will survive those who are persecuting him today, and it has started. It has started. He will survive those who are persecuting him today.
Okay. Well, an update to everyone. The protest has actually started in Abuja as we speak. And in fact, it started at about 6 a.m. on the DOT. It's quite heavy. A whole lot of persons are out, for that protest, and of course seeking the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Over the weekend or last week, I also heard, I don't know if I should say from the Bush Radio, that Igbos, traders are also ready to participate in this whole thing. It's gonna be, they said they won't be opening shops, on certain days to at least join the protest. I don't know if you heard that too.
Well, Shawore went around the markets in Abuja to mobilize and sensitize other people. And I heard that DSS were also threatening them not to participate in the protest. Everything is on record. And the truth is that social media does not forget. Social media does not forget. But the main thing is that the protest is holding. That is the most important thing. Against the wish of many people, the protest is holding.
All right. I will give you more updates, but then I want to take you to. I wanted to touch on these issue of a plot. The coup. Allegedly, I don't know that some persons are talking about that. The military is also saying right now that ex-governors are under watch. What do you know about this coup? Anosike, what do you think? What have you heard?
Well, for me, I read it like every other person. I read it like every other person, and personally, I'm not in support of military government. I am not in support of military government. That is one. Even though we are passing through hell, but I still prefer civilian government. Even though we are passing through hell, even though there's no difference between what we are having now and even Abacha government was better than what we are having now. Talking about the quality of life of the people. Okay. Understand?
Okay.
But I am not in support of any coup. Let us continue as we are having now.
With information reaching me, it says that the former governor from one of the southern states is said to be under investigation for his alleged connection to the army officers, detained over an alleged coup plot. The governor. That's the information here.
Well, even Nigeria, they started very wrongly. Understand? The defense.
Okay.
Minister of Defense. Saturday, what they were saying that they were detained for failing exams.
Okay.
That they were detained for failing exams. That's stupidity. Understand? If somebody, why should you arrest somebody for failing exam? Whoever passes the exam is doing that for his own sake. He will be promoted. If he fails, he will remain where he is, or you sack the person for incompetency. You cannot arrest somebody that he failed the exam. In the school those days, my own secondary school, Nsukka High School, was doing a fen and fen out. Understand me?
Okay.
Because we have a very mean principal. His own system was fail and fend out. He not even allow you to you repeat. Okay. Understand? So that was one of the statements that they issued. Understand? Which doesn't mean anything. You cannot arrest 16 military officers, including a brigadier general, for failing exams. And in Nigeria, they always like to keep us in the dark. They cannot be transparent. Understand? Today, we know that even Joe Biden is no more the president of America. But Americans are still giving updates on his health. But in Nigeria, they hide things from us. And when people hide things from you, you bring up your own story. And that's the danger of this.
Do you think anyone is actually plotting a coup? I wanted to ask you, like, sincerely, do you think there's a coup anywhere, you know?
For me, when we had just NTA, Radio Nigeria NTA, coup is very, very possible. Just go and see the NTA, see the Radio Nigeria, make your announcement. Understand?
Yeah.
But today we have 80 radio stations in Lagos State alone.
84.
80. So how can you do it? So for me, possibility of a coup in Nigeria now, that it is very, very remote. But even if it's possible, I'm against military government, because I know what we passed through under Buhari.
Okay.
Starting from January the 1st, 1984. This Gen Zs don't know. But I know what we passed through under Buhari. I know what we passed through under Babangida. So I don't pray for such experience anymore.
Let's talk about the defections, you know, in Nigeria currently. Vanguard calls it defections unlimited, you know. APC shrinks opposition's space in 29 months. In 29 months, a whole lot has happened.
Well, it is the governors, the senators that are defecting for selfish reasons. It is the governors, it is the senators, it is the political office holders that are defecting for selfish reasons. Nigerians are not defecting.
Is anybody forcing anyone to defect?
They are being forced to defect.
But Felix Moka has said there's nothing like that.
Forget that man.
Not pressurizing government to defect.
Forget him. His words worth nothing to me. His words worth nothing to me. I don't even like hearing that name. So they are being forced to defect. Any governor that are defected for selfish reasons, not because of the good of his people. Any governor at all. Any governor at all. But the truth is that it is the politicians that are defecting. Hunger and poverty has not defected, which means government is not doing good. Hunger and poverty has not defected. Until hunger and poverty defect, then we know that Tinubu is doing right.
And in response, APC, or rather ADC, is telling APC that there is no amount of defection, you know, that would save the party come 2027. If you like, let all the governors join APC. That APC will be a thing of the past in 2027.
Who is the? For me, I am from Abia State, understand? And I'm happy that the annexed Oti is doing well. It is under Labour Party that I once again become proud of being an Abian. All the years that Ojo Zokando, what is his name? Theodoji.
Okay.
Monday, Ibazo were there. I was ashamed of coming from Abia State. For 24 years, I was ashamed of coming from Abia State. But today, I'm proud of Abia State. Because the governor is doing well. The governor is making a change. But if the governor wakes up tomorrow and says he's joining APC, he is on his own. I cannot vote APC because Annex Oti joined APC. Understand me? I cannot vote APC because Annex Oti joined APC. So it is the governors that are defecting, not the people.
As regards voting, it's quite laughable for some persons that the Anglican Church, or some persons are taking this very seriously. You know, the Anglican Church or Diocese of Afikpo in Ebonyi State has declared an operation Show Your Voter Card across churches in the diocese. Before you enter church, you must show you have a voter card.
Well, I don't know.
Operation Show It.
I don't know what informed that. But assuming they read, assuming these people will make research, assuming these people will make research, you don't mix politics with religion. You don't mix politics with religion. Church is church. Politics is politics.
But politics is destroying the church.
I say
politics is affecting the church.
You shouldn't mix the two. You must not mix the two. In England in the 18th century, or the king made a decree: if you don't go to church, you pay tax. So every Sunday, everybody in UK ran to church and stay. Not that they are interested in what is being preached, but they want to avoid paying tax. Not that they are interested in what is being preached in the church, but they just run to the church because if you are at home, you pay tax. And at the end of the day, they discover that this is not working. So for me, you shouldn't mix politics with church.
Okay. Let me read the statement here. The diocese said it was disheartening that while there is a remarkable surge in participation from southern states and southwest states, southeast of Abia, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Imo states' participation in the continuous voter registration exercise was not much desired. The people of the south they're relaxed. They're too relaxed. That's what these people are saying. Let them go out and get them.
But the problem is that an Igbo man values his shop, values his business. An Igbo man values his shop, values his business. And the truth is that those who have been living with politics, how better off are they? Those that have been ruling Nigeria, how better off are they? That Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. It's not southeast.
Okay.
At least, no matter how difficult the condition is, an Igbo man must eat 2 times. Understand?
Of course.
So those who have been ruling since 1960, are they better off economically? Are they better off economically? So for me, if I'm asked, I will even tell the Igbos, focus on your business and leave politics for them. Understand? When they steal money,
is that a way to grow?
When they steal money, they will come and spend it on your business. Understand? When they steal money and buy their cars, that what traders are waiting for them that to sell parts to them. Understand? Those in the Niger Delta, when they cannot drink their oil, they'll still use it and buy something. Who is getting all this money? The Igbo people. So no matter where they, I'm telling you.
In other words, are you telling the Igbos to jettison? I mean, forget about push politics aside and focus on business.
I said, not for me.
Okay.
Not for me. I will tell them, because those of them, Buhari that ruled for 8 years, Katsina people are still sending their land to the Igbos. Understand me? Buhari that have been there for 8 years, his own people are still sending their land to the Igbos. So what are that ruling benefited them? Because one, that you are a president today, you cannot benefit more than 1,000 people directly. Understand? America controls Jews, controls American what? Economy. Jews controls American economy, and you can never see a Jew coming out to contest for American president. Any day a Jew come out, they will be dismystified. So for me, if it's possible, let us focus on our area of competence.
Okay.
Which is commerce, which is business. When they steal that money, they'll come and spend it on you.
All right, human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has urged Nigerians to join a nationwide protest demanding the release of detained indigenous people of Biafra leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite a court order restricting demonstrations, around key government areas in Abuja. This will take me to Dr. Peter Anosike's book, all right, his new book, Abuse of Power: How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few. I recall I read what Omoyele Sowore said here, in this book, and I want to read it out loud to everyone, this morning. He personally wrote this here. Yes. It said, abuse of power. Let's look at that critically now. It said, abuse of power: How democracy turned into tyranny of the few is a wake-up call to the Nigerian people to arise and take back their country from undemocratic elements, because civilian dictatorship is far worse than military dictatorship. He went further to say, in a military dictatorship, you are dealing with just a few people in power, but in a civilian dictatorship, you are dealing with a whole lot of extortionists, manipulators, and oppressors. The author, no doubt, wrote from the point of experience, because he has been part of the struggle for democracy right from the days of the military junta in Nigerian politics till today, that we are, contending with autocracy and fascism under the guise of democracy. The book is Abuse of Power: How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few. Omoyele Sowore said you are also part of you've been part of the struggle of democracy, struggle to have good government in Nigeria. And I recall you said you would have been in Abuja this morning.
Well, I have been part of the struggle right from with Chima, Obani, and others. So that's why, and the Sowore, as I said before, I have known Sowore for more than 30 years. I know him from when he was in the university, and it is the struggle that brought us together. So we have been doing this for the last 30 years. And that's why I say that I know who Sowore is. I know what he stands. I know how Sowore thinks. I know how Sowore thinks. So what is happening now in the country is simply abuse of power. What is happening in the country now is abuse of power, where somebody's fundamental human rights are being infringed upon. When an appeal court has said let Nnamdi Kanu go, and Nigeria state say no, he will not go, it is abuse of power. So that was why Sowore stated in the book. Sowore wrote that more than a year ago. That's when I finished writing the book. I told Sowore, I want you to make a comment on it. So that was what he wrote this thing a year ago, not now. Understand me? Okay. So this is just like a prophecy. He said that Nigerian or the book is a wake-up call for Nigerians to arise and take back their country from undemocratic elements.
Okay.
Understand? Because now what we are contending is undemocratic elements. What we are practicing now is autocracy and the fascism under the guise of democracy. So this book tells you all about the situation of the country and the way forward.
Beautiful. The big thing is the way forward for me. Abuse of power.
The book tells you what we are going through now and the way forward.
Okay. Nigerians, the book is very, very much available for you to pick up. All right? Yeah. Yes. It's just 10,000 naira. Just 10,000 naira. Okay? In case you want a copy of this book, like I said, is in thousands. Okay? If you want even much more, 100, 200, 300, it's available. All right? You just send the message. WhatsApp preferable, but if you know WhatsApp, you can now send text message, okay? To the number 070 121 46454. Abuse of power 070 121 46454. All right, that's how to get the book, and just send a message and the book will get to you. Okay, just send the message to that number 070 121 46454. Whether text message or WhatsApp message, someone will respond to you and then the book will get to you. Like I said, it's just 10,000, written by Dr. Peter Anosike. It's titled Abuse of Power, How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few. Forward by Comrade Ibuchukwu Ezike, Executive Director, Civil Liberties Organization. That is the CLO. And of course, well, just pick a book. Pick this book and you get to read everything. I think you also spoke about how to unseat the current administration in this book. I wish we have enough time to.
He talked about how to unseat that's a sitting president. Understand how that's factors that make coalition work or not work. So it contains a whole lot.
All right. Once again, before we move on to get to open up the studio lines, how to get the book, just send a message, a WhatsApp message, or a text message to 070 121 46454. Again, 070 121 46454. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. It's time now to open up the studio lines. My name is Jude.
You are listening
to your number one station.
to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. I'll take the WhatsApp number again. 081 717 56338. You will move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 60 seconds for you. Mind what you say on a national radio. All right? Thank you so much. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Mamu. Welcome back, my brother.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, please, I want to talk about Showore. The current president should please listen to that Showore. He's helping you. He doesn't want you to enter trouble. That's why he's doing this. So if you can listen to him, it will be better for the current government so that it will not turn to another thing.
Right.
And for the Soludo and for the Coup also, I believe there's nothing like Coup. They are just using it to put pressure or fear to those who want to protest so that they will be avoiding Kasurok because they will feel that there is Coup around, that people will be military and others will be there. And for the Soludo who speak, he will speak what we know him as. Because why am I saying this now? This Carlo in detention is not because of his Igbo man, it's because of the state where he come from. If you have come from where Soludo come from, where the former Juku come from, Anambra State, this man has been released since. These people don't believe there is another tribe in Southeast who will stand for the Southeast.
Thank you.
They don't want any other people. They want only them. And that's the problem. The Igbos do not listen and they don't want to know what their problem. Their major problem is Igbos. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Let's do more calls, everyone. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? My name is Umar. I'm calling you from Testart.
Let's go, Umar.
Okay, so a quick one. Please, we should mind what we are saying in this radio because all of us that are not Igbos are hearing this conversation and we want to contribute ourselves. And we're not happy with the situation of the country. But when somebody comes who is a doctor, is talking about Fulani man holding Imam Kanu, Kaduna people are saying they are land for Igbo. So if somebody gives you an opportunity to invest and live in a state, is it a crime because he sold the land to you? So please, we should be mindful of what we are saying. So that is why you see this country is very difficult for us to move forward. If you are given an opportunity to talk on the media that people are listening to you, not only your tribe, but you'll be talking, and you're moving out of the one you're supposed to talk. Talking tribe, talking issues, and you're expecting tomorrow a flying man will have someone from the north to work. This thing. It doesn't work like that, please.
Thank you. Thank you indeed. You want to respond to what he said?
What I say is that politics is different from government. Politics is different from government. Those who are struggling for this power are not using it for the people. That's my stand. Those who are struggling for this power are not using it for the people. That's why I say those who have been ruling, how better off are their people? How better off are their people? That's my position.
Okay. Let's get the position of this person here. Hello, good morning. What's your name? Yes, go ahead and talk to us. Hello? Okay, you want to say something?
Yes. He said, how do I expect them to vote for P2B? P2B, if you don't vote for P2B, you are doing yourself, because P2B is already made. Right. He is coming to serve. He's not looking for a job. Let us get this straight. Okay. P2B is coming to serve. He's not looking for a job. Hold on. He wants to help. All right. He wants to help.
Let's talk to someone here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You are on. You're on. Hello. Sorry about that. Once I take your call, and just go ahead and hit it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
You there? Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Odin. I'm calling from Edo.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome for your holiday. My take is, I want to say that Nnamdi Kanu, he doesn't come at the initial time and say he need Biafra. He recommend what the Igbos need, something like seaport, airport. Offense for one is offense for all. Let them bring this man out and negotiate with him. They have been negotiating with terrorists. Not if he died there, what will they say? Let them bring this man out. Let the Nnamdi Kanu, Igbos leaders, the new Igbos leaders, the well-meaning Igbos leaders, stay in the round table and negotiate with him. What Sorode said, we don't really need Biafra because of injustice to the Igbos. That is what the reason why Nnamdi Kanu rose up and called for Biafra. Let them have a negotiate round table. They have been doing that with terrorists that don't need anything. They don't. I don't know what the terrorists need from Nigeria. Let them negotiate with him.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what I want to add to what Obinna is saying, that Nnamdi Kanu did not just wake up and start agitation. It is out of frustration. It is because Nigeria is not working. Okay. Understand me? It is because Nigeria is not working. If Nigeria is working, this agitation would not have been there. It is because Nigeria is not working. So this agitation is a result of frustration. It is as a result of frustration. That's why anybody will say, I want to go out of this country.
All right.
So it is not that he is happy about it, but the system is not working. Nigeria is not working. His people are being marginalized.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good morning here. Good morning here. Are you there? Oh, I think it has to do with your network. So sorry about that. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for good work. Your analysis is there. You didn't criticize the Fulanis. What I heard you said is that the people that have been ruling are mostly from that tribe. And you can see the suffering of those people. Even myself, I'm not an Igbo. But when I see Hausa people, sometimes I used to weep, I used to cry. In short, it's too painful. You people have been ruling this country for a very long time. And you let this your brother suffering, begging in the whole Nigeria. Even in my village at Delta, if you read there, you see the beggars there. It touches my heart. It's so bad. So they just want to grab the power and rule the country. They're not helping even their own citizens. It pains me. When I see Hausa people suffering, while we are in one Nigeria, it pains me so much. So your analysis is not to criticize, whether you're just trying to illustrate how politicians are making use of we citizens. But we all are one Nigeria, Igbo, Hausa. Even in the place, we give them a new farm. We give them anything they want to do. We love them. Not for recent when we hear Fulani they kill people. That's where we start to pray. If not in my place, we so much love them. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let me talk to you. Hello, good morning here.
Hello.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning. Good morning.
yeah, my name is Shibu. I'm calling from Ambaranga.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter, I agree to you. Morning.
All right.
Let me make my own submission. I think this new tackling Peter Anasike, they should not have him. He's always making his own submission. See, like the last caller said, see, if you go to street or go to outside, you see that most of beggars are Hausa people. You understand? And their people have been ruling this country for many years. You understand? But if you go to the street, they are more than any other tribe. You understand? As a beggar. So for me, what we say is truth. You understand? What we say is true. So I feel encourage everybody. Nobody should do so to this country. You understand? No matter the defection, nobody should do so. Let us all get our PVC. And I strongly believe that 2027, that children and school will no longer be there again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ikami Jude.
Yes, good morning.
I'm Broshika calling from Oshodi.
1 minute.
Please, I want to appreciate your analyst there. He's a wise man. And I want to say that the protest that's going on in Abuja right now, I'm solidly behind that. He says that Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, so he needs to be freed. And also, I want to say of Soludo, I'm from Anambra. So what he says that pertaining to P2B or whatever is not what we are saying of now. Let him put Anambra in order. Ikami Jude, I really appreciate you. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ikami Jude.
I bring you good greetings.
It's my first time speaking with you after you left the other side when you were making us happy on Thursdays. God bless you, brother. God bless you.
Good to have you here, my brother.
Good morning, sir.
What is your name?
My name is Brother Ozadema John. I'm calling from Shomudu.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to talk about this already. I pray for him that God will give him the courage, whatever he need for we to succeed in this nation. We have been battered, destroyed, hatred everywhere, bitterness everywhere. There is no hope, but Jesus Christ is our hope. He will surely deliver us from the hands of the wicked ones. 1979 election, although I was small, but we have other parties around. How many parties? 5 parties, if I could remember. there was no problem like this. It's for you to vote for whoever you want to vote. But this bitterness today, this anger today, this hatred today, I have never experienced it in my life. See this age, I pray God Almighty, who made the heavens and the earth, will deliver us. And I thank God for Abia State, for the governor. I thank God for what I saw concerning my place, Yukwano Maya local government, Yukwano Road. I thank God for his plan concerning that road. And that road will surely come to pass. Anyone that will start again that road will never leave. God bless you and bless Thank you, dear.
Bless you so much. Thank you so much. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I'm still taking your calls, all right? One by each. Let me talk to you now. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? All right, let's go here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
My name is James Agassi. I'm calling from Maradagu.
All right.
I greet my teacher, my mentor. I'm one of your students. I greet him plenty.
Okay.
I want to talk about Soludo saying about Nnamdi Kanu. Peter Nosika has said everything that we want to hear. Those our politicians are behind arresting of Nnamdi Kanu. When he come out, nobody will hear their voice again. Also Soludo and also Showore, we support him 100%. Peter Nosika has said it. They don't want. Why should Showore lead Igbo people? What are they doing? Some barristers and some honorables, what are they doing in their office? Not leading people to follow them. They are there accusing, why should the Yoruba man lead? Whoever that will lead Nnamdi Kanu to come out will support you. If I may be at Abuja, I will also be there and support Showore. Okay. And God will also guide them and protect them. Whatever they are doing, God will be with them and the world will hear their voice. Amen. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is I'm calling from Ghana.
Okay.
Please, you are asking your analyst whether Coup in Nigeria is this necessary. Yes, for me, I don't like Coup. But when I remember since 1970 to 2000 and whatever, the ruling in Nigeria, I said well, I eat well, anywhere I want to go. If you find army trouble, they will give you trouble. But I don't like Coup. Please, okay. Let the federal government put everything in normal place so that Coup will not stand in this country. I beg the federal government, Tinubu and his government, let them put everything right. Do everything right so that there will be peace in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Peter Nosike, I want to plead with you to be with me by 10:30, to continue this conversation, because there are a whole lot of messages I have not been able to read and a couple of calls still coming in. Please, I want you to be with me by 10:30.
No problem.
The eyes have it.
It's a national duty.
The eyes have it. Okay, everyone. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I will be here again by 10:30. We must continue this conversation. Okay? Yeah, we need to continue this conversation. I'm out of here. On social media, I am Ikami Jude. That is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of them. I am IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. I love you all so much, and I will see you, like I said, by 10:30. From me to you is good morning. Up next is the Igbo version of the new Super Review. I'm out of here. Good morning.